addressing mental health here in the state. The Oklahoma chapter of NAMI looking for younger voices to help with their mission. And in studio this morning, we have Jason Musgrove. Thank you so much for coming on, Jason.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so let's talk about this. This is the first ever Next Gen Advisory Council.
Yes.
What's the goal here?
So the goal is to engage more young people in conversations surrounding mental health. Something that, NAMI ourselves have been guilty of is leaving out young voices in the conversations surrounding mental health. And a big saying that we have at NAMI that we try to live by is nothing about us without us. And, as a young person myself, I have seen that, a lot of our membership, a lot of our volunteers are not in the age range that I would fall into. I still love working with them, but we want to include those young voices because they're the most affected by COVID and by social media. And we want to get their input into, how we can best affect legislative change, how we can introduce new programs to benefit them better, and what, support groups are necessary in order for their needs to be addressed appropriately.
Absolutely. So what will members be doing to kind of influence the mental health initiatives that NAMI is already putting forth here in the state?
So that will be largely up to them. We will allow members of the council to decide what initiatives they want to lead, what programs they want to start, what resources they need from us in order to pursue those goals. But at the end of the day, it really is up to them, and it's our job just to facilitate.
What are you looking for in an applicant? I know there's an age range,
Yes.
But also what more are you looking for?
We are looking for people between the ages of 18 and 25. That 18 is the youngest we can go because that's the youngest that we can offer programs to. But 25 because that is, just getting out of college or entering the workforce or just getting out of trade school. And, mental health is very expensive insurance-wise, and if you don't have that insurance, that next year you get kicked off of your parents. And so that 18 to 25 range, these are college educated or they are in the workforce already. And we're trying to get as diverse a background as we can geographically, and in terms of age range. We have, applicants who are 18 and we have applicants who are 25. So we are looking for anyone and everyone that is between that age range.
What's your hope here, moving into the future? The council is established. They've put forth all these initiatives. I'm looking into a crystal ball right now, but what's your hope that they have on the community?
My hope is that NAMI becomes more representative of the people that we aim to serve. We are striving to provide the best resources and support for everyone when it comes to mental health. And I want to see a future where we are not just helping those who seek us out, and in fact, people seek us out that are in that age range.
Absolutely. Okay, last question before I let you go here. I know that there's a deadline to apply. Let's talk about that. And also, spots are limited. Where can people go to apply, find out some more information about the Next Gen Council?
So our deadline has actually been extended to November 10th. We had a deadline of October 25th, and then we got more questions about it, and so we extended the deadline. And we're looking for 10 spots to be filled. So we're going to be conducting interviews in November, and we're going to start in January. And hopefully we can have as many people as we can apply. But we would hate to turn anybody away that doesn't want to really be a part of this.
I know that. Okay, where can people go online, find out some more information?
So you can go to namioklahoma.org to find links to our application. It'll also tell you more about the resources that we have on the website. But there's a whole page dedicated to NAMI Next Gen, and there's an application that is attached to that.
All right, Jason Musgrove with NAMI here in Oklahoma. Thank you so much for coming on and talking more about the Next Gen Advisory Council. We're going to put a link online on our Scene On section of KOCO.com for anyone who wants to apply, know someone that would be really fitting on this council. Go ahead and head to KOCO.com.